where do you see high design, the LMC channel, like where do you see that going? Because I feel like there's a massive runway for you and the whole brand and the content and everything you're doing. Like,
Yeah, that's a great question. I see high design really as a brand that is all about showcasing the design of entrepreneurs and study like the high design like concept really it came from me just wanting to learn how other folks were successful so that I could maybe one day take some parts of their design over here, take some from over here, put it into my culminate that and put that into my own design one day to be successful with my own brand. So the high design brand really is about education and storytelling. It's about
mm,
studying stories to then help build your own design, right? And I realized that this formula of telling people stories and kind of doing some like business analysis as well, it was like it was not like a cheat code, but it was like I realized I was like, holy shit, this is like four birds, one stone almost. So there's like
mm,
three birds, one stone. So there's one reason why it's very beneficial is I get to like interview some of the best cannabis entrepreneurs in the world and I get to learn, right? Media is really, really good because you get to learn while you are creating content. Now the content also builds
mhm.
your own platforms and you also, can eventually make money off that, right? You also get to network, right? I mean, I really like, I just turned 27 and like I know a lot of people in this industry now to the point like I wouldn't have been able to get this far like my networking ability has always been really really good. Even like when I was younger, I was very very good. That's probably my number one of my number one skills. Um and when I started to do media, I realized that this is the way that you can get access to folks that you usually could never get access to. That's playing, like I had, only like 3, 4 years of experience or whatever, and I get to talk to people that are like big time, that are like, decades of experience. Like,
Mhm.
only way I got in that room was because of media. So I realized the power of that. Now, the long term of this, of like where this is all going, is really I'm trying to build up a number of different media apparatuses or media infrastructures in different industries, but we're starting out with like cannabis, right? Because that's kind of what I was born into, let's just say.
Mhm.
And once I build that media apparatus in an industry like cannabis, like is the first one, I'm then going to then become, my goal is to become, an owner in a number of different companies, and then send those companies through my media apparatus, my infrastructure, and build the value over time through that, and then exit or whatever it may be. So, and then eventually, take that model, put that into another industry, another passion that I have, which there's other ones for sure. But that's kind of the grand view of it all. And then it's also really but the whole pathway that the pathway to that is all paved with trying to help people. Like, right? It's paved
Mhm.
with the want to help others first, because I know long term it's going to benefit me. Like I want to help people tell their story. I want to help, promote this company. I want to learn from this company, but I want to help them. I want to help viewers learn just like I'm learning. I
Mhm.
want to provide value first. And I know long term that value will be returned back into, back to me, hopefully. Fingers crossed.